Alright, so decided to make a little video today on because I was asked how I make my airbags from airbag setups. Now I have made them and casted them in resin, and they look, you know, like that right there. You can see that. But I said I would make a video on how I actually made the original ones that I made my cast from. So that's what this video is, and I've got some styrene rod. It's just whatever size it takes to fit inside your O-rings. Now you can make these. You can make these for any vehicle you want. You can make them any size you want. This is the size that I make mine. Like I say, once you see how I make them, you guys can make them however you want. I mean, whatever size you want, whatever. These O-rings I use, I think, are 1/4 inch size O-rings. I got them at you can get them at local hardware stores, whatever. You can get them in packs or whatnot. And then this is just a scrap piece of flat styrene that I had here on the bench that I decided to grab and use for this little project here. And then of course you'll need some glue of some kind. I'm going to be using Tamiya extra thin. And then we can get started here, I suppose. Basically, what I want to do is I want to get these lined up and see just how much of this rod I'm going to need. I'm going to slide them up on there just like that. Get me a mark put on here.
But don't worry, it has some food. It has some food.
And I'm not worried about being too perfect with this, just because this is just showing how I make them. So. It just cleaned up a little bit. Alright, so then I'm not going to be too concerned with being too perfect with the flat pieces yet, but I just want to cut them off. I'm just going to cut them off in squares just for right now. And then I'm going to take my little rod piece here and the glue on her. I'm going to stick it right in the middle of one of these square pieces. Well, I thought I was going to anyway. Alright. Put a little more glue around that if you need to, whatever you think you need to hold it on there. And what I'll do is I'll take and I'll just stick my O-rings right on there. So it looks like that. Then I'll come in. Put some glue down the center, up on the top of it here, and stick this right up on here. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, but that's kind of what we're looking for right there. see that. It's just two O-rings sandwiched between two pieces of plate there. And then once this dries, we'll come in, we'll trim these plates back, everything like that, and we'll be right back. Alright, so now as you can see, we've got it kind of dry. We can come in, we can start trimming it up. Now I'm just taking my sprue clippers, side cutters, whatever you want to call them here. And it's just going to be very rough, but that's okay. I'll come in with my sanding sticks and I'll sand it and make it round and look nice the way it should. Files or whatever you want to use, basically. Alright, basically see there how it basically looks. Then you can take your sanding stick or your file or whatever you want and come in and you can clean this up. Make it look as round. Just follow your O-rings around. Go. Now all you got to do is come in. You can spend a little more time cleaning it up, making it look perfectly round, but you get the idea. But you know, you get the idea of how it's done now. It's pretty simple. Like I say, I made some of these and I just casted a bunch of them, so I didn't have to keep making them over and over, even though it was simple. It just gets a little overwhelming sometimes because you have to make four for, you know, every build that you do with airbags, and I do a lot of my builds with airbags just because I build a lot of rat rods and stuff. But simple. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped, and I'll talk to you guys later.